So today is St. Patrick's Day, and because I've been hearing via social media so many of my friends talk about how Shamrock Shakes aren't really good anymore, I decided I would try to make my own. So basically we're starting off with your ordinary vanilla milkshake ingredients. We're going to make a vanilla milkshake, but we're going to add some liquor to it, for one, to make it more adult, because after all, this is St. Patrick's Day and it is mostly known for drinking. So I'm going to make two flavors. One of them is going to be flavored with creme de menthe, also some creme de cacao, and some Irish cream. That's going to be one of our first flavors. The other one is going to be flavored with just some Irish whiskey. I also picked up for both of them some regular food coloring that you get at the grocery store, because we do want to give that festive look, some maraschino cherries, and some shamrock sprinkles that I picked up at the craft store. And it was nice to have that little handy packet that you don't have to buy a whole big thing. Also, I melted some candy melts in the color white, and we're going to use that to help dress up our glasses. So we're going to start, and it'll be a good thing to do this if you're having company ahead of time. So this is one of those things that you can do ahead and stick in the refrigerator. So we're just going to coat the outside rim of the glass with a nice thick coat of those candy melts, and make sure you get it all around. And then we're going to dip that on the plate with the sprinkles already on the plate. So we're going to turn it, and in some places it won't stick as well, so we'll go in with our hands to sprinkle on some of those sprinkles. You can see that one packet covered almost the entire glass for the first one. So it was great that they came in the perfect size, because we don't really need all these leftover sprinkles. So I'm going to go in and coat my second glass. And when you're done, you just stick that in the fridge or the freezer to make sure that candy hardens nicely. And so then we're going to move on to making our shakes. Simple vanilla shake recipe, which we're just going to dump in some ice cream, a good amount of ice cream, and some milk. The nice thing about this recipe, or anything that you like, it is really customizable. So either of these will taste great with chocolate, coffee flavored ice cream, anything that you like. So feel free to experiment with those flavors that you really like, and also experiment with non-dairy ingredients if you don't do dairy. So it's really customizable. Think about what you like, what your guests may like. And so we just go in with the ice cream and the milk, and then we just pour in our liquor. We pour in the creme de menthe, the creme de cacao, and the Irish cream, and blend. Oh, but we also go in and stick in a few drops of the green food coloring. So we just drop as much as you think that you'll need to get the color that you want. And put on the lid, and then we blend. And in a few seconds, you have a ready to go milkshake. Then we're gonna come in here and do the same thing with the other flavor, with the Irish whiskey flavor. Some really good dollops of ice cream. It's going in a bigger glass, so we're going more ice cream and milk. And this one is for some people may not like the taste of mint. They want a different flavor, but still want to get into the St. Patrick's Day spirit. So we'll go with some Irish whiskey. Again, a few drops of that food coloring, and blend. And in just a few seconds, we are good to go. So at the last minute, I kind of called the audible. While these are really decent looking shakes, they're cute and they're festive, and topping them off with whipped cream is a nice touch, and a cherry. They're not quite yet simply lavish milkshakes. So how I'm gonna make those Simply Lavish is with some store-bought baked goods. So I have a couple of donuts and a store-bought cupcake, because why wouldn't I put a whole cupcake on a milkshake? Because why not? You know, that's a big thing now, putting cake on milkshake. So I have my green straws. I'm gonna stick a straw in each of one of those. And I have plastic knives. So whenever I entertain, if I don't want to use real silverware, I buy the packages of plastic, and I always get clear. And you always end up with all these leftover knives. So I keep them, and I end up using them around the house for different things, including decorating. So I'll use them to hold up decorations if I'm doing like a cake and there's things going on top of them. I use these plastic forks, or excuse me, those plastic knives, because I always end up with a ton of them. So we're going to, actually, I'm going to use a sharp knife to cut a small hole in the bottom of that cupcake. And I'm going to just stick that knife through, being careful not to go up through the top. And I'm just going to stick that whole cupcake on top of that milkshake. Now it's better, it's, you know, more extreme, but not quite done there. So I'm just gonna adjust it a little bit. And then my idea was to put a peppermint patty also on there. So I want to cut a small hole on the bottom of that. And I end up breaking it, so it didn't work out. I'm doing this live for the first time, so it broke and did not quite work out well. And so I'm trying to stick it on, and that's not sticking. And again, I break the peppermint patty. So I don't even know what to do with it at this point, so we're gonna forget that. And so instead, we're just gonna stick that onto the side, just like that, and break a few pieces inside. And we can see that we're still a little off balance. So we're gonna come in with some whipped cream. And I'm gonna fill that up right there with whipped cream. And then I think I also have a few of those Shamrock sprinkles left. And I'm gonna add those as well, as soon as I fill that in right there. And you see my peppermint patty just fell in, so. And we're just gonna arrange a few extra of those right on the top there. So that's one down. Now we're gonna go into our Irish whiskey flavor, and we're just gonna thread that store-bought donut. I actually put that melted candy melting green on top of that one to make it more festive, and then we have the sprinkle one right behind it, and push down right on the glass right there. And to again balance that out, we are going to take some of our whipped topping and spray it right there on the side. Again, filling in where we have a few of those leftover sprinkles. And there we have the finished product. I hope you guys are enjoying your St. Patrick's Day. Actually, enjoy it after you watch, like, subscribe, and comment on this video. As always, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, here's to living simply lavishly. Cheers.